Look, I'll just leave you with this. I've been so privileged to be part of this discussion tonight. I'm 33 years old, I'm the only woman on the panel, and I'm proud of that. But my adult life has been characterised by the financial crash, into austerity, into COVID, into wars in the continent of Europe, and a cost of living crisis. I want better for the people of this country, for the young people of this country, and for our children still to come than what the Westminster parties have been able to deliver for us, who have overseen most of that in the UK. In that time, the SNP has tried to protect you from that, and we're offering the fresh start of independence to get out of it and keeping reform out of power.
So Reform UK and Scotland's got momentum. We're now 20% of the votes, coming on from 0.2 to 20% in 2 years, which is extraordinary. And in the 73 seats, we're in second place in 54. Here's the thing, we can all have opinions about the politicians and what they say, but the people will decide, and the people will choose on the 7th of May.
And thank you for all attending tonight. I think the question that really needs to be asked at this election is, do you feel better than you did 19 years ago? And if the answer to that is no, then this is the opportunity for change. It's the opportunity to stop kicking the answers down the road, putting them into the long grass, but addressing the challenges that Scotland has today, from its young people, from its workforce and families, from our older demographic. And if you want change, then Scottish Labour is where to go at this election.
Thank you all for the opportunity tonight, and particularly thanks to Barry, who's put an absolute shift in pulling us together. Look, I'm optimistic about the future. I think Scotland's got so much going for it, like I said at the start. I'm not worried, because fundamentally I always believe you've got to trust the people. And the people will see through the grift and the down-punching and the false flags of reform, and they will reject them. Yeah, we'll have reform MSPs in the Scottish Parliament, but most of the Scottish Parliament will be built around the centre ground, which is where the Liberal Democrats have always been. And we are back. We had our best election for 100 years across these islands just 2 years ago. We were the standout performers in council by-elections last year. Yet we're going to win in 10 constituencies across the country, but wherever you are, for the first time in a long time, you can use that beach vote to back a Liberal Democrat, and with it, that vision for change, with fairness at its heart. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. There is a bright, optimistic and a positive future available for Scotland. It is a Scotland that invests in itself, in its communities, that achieves a greater sense of equality and redistribution and fairness of the wealth that we all of us create together. But it has to be, it absolutely has to be a Scotland of sustainability, because that is the only future that human beings around the planet can have. And our interdependence on one another around the planet is something that hasn't come up today. I want to close by saying that our relationship with others around the planet is a critical part of who we are as a country. And I'm proud that Scotland is a country that still wants to commit to things like international development, that still wants to recognise our role in causing the climate emergency and hoping to help others to find a way out of it by working together.
The SNP have been in power for 19 years. Mary's right, we need a fresh start. We have a fresh start by voting for the same people who've been running the country for the last 2 decades. We need to do something different, and we need to focus on growth, because growth in the economy gives us the secure, well-paid jobs we all want to see, and it gives us the tax revenues to fund the public services we depend upon. So if you want to support a sensible centre-right party, the Scottish Conservatives are your choice. If you want to stand up for improvements in education, for an NHS that works for you, and if you want to defend women's spaces, the Scottish Conservatives are the party for you.
And finally, Alex.